Hello, and welcome to episode 207 of Rivers Arcade Review. My name is Ed. This channel is dedicated to the coin-operated video games of yesteryear. Today I'm doing a viewer request. Today's game was requested by the viewer Wasabialt, and the game they requested was Liberator. Liberator was released in 1982 by Atari. My first time playing this game was on MAME. Liberator is a space shooter game in which you control a crosshair with a trackball and two buttons, one to fire and one for shields. You're required to destroy a series of enemy bases on a rotating planet below. This game has been referred to as anti-missile command, meaning you shoot down the bases on a planet as opposed to incoming targets. Gameplay begins with the introduction screen. You'll get a message from the Commander Champion. The message is, "Warning, long-range scanners detect enemy scouts in your sector." You will then enter hyperspace and 4 laser cannons will appear in the corners of the playfield. Then, a red diamond-shaped crosshair will appear in the center. Pressing the fire button will cause the closest laser cannon to fire a shot. You can have up to 12 shots on screen at once, although for each cannon destroyed you will lose 3 on-screen shots. Once the crosshair appears, 4 small scout ships will appear from the sides in an attempt to ram into your ships. You can shoot these ships for extra points. After you shoot the ships or they escape, you will come upon a rotating planet. The screen will then display Player 1, Level 1, 1 times. Below the bonus will be a display stating enemy bases 4. This display will show the number of bases remaining on the planet that need to be destroyed. Then your laser cannons will appear in the corners in the following order: top left, top right, bottom left, then bottom right. The reason the order is important is because if you lose a cannon due to enemy hit and don't have any extra lives, you will only have 3 or less cannons on screen and they will appear in the order I previously stated. You will begin with either 4, 5, 6, or 8 lives based on management settings. Once you lose your last life, your game will end. Once the message disappears, the enemy attacks will begin. On the planet will be 4 red squares. These squares are the enemy bases which need to be destroyed with your laser fire. These bases will fire rockets toward your bases. These rockets will fly in an arc-like pattern as they fly towards your base. If one of these rockets hits your base, that base will be destroyed. You need to shoot these rockets to prevent them from hitting your bases. You will also have a shield that will protect your laser bases. Pressing the shield button will display 4 red shields that will surround your laser bases. You can keep the shields engaged as long as you wish, although you will not be able to shoot when your shields are engaged. Each time an enemy missile contacts one of your shields, the shield will decrease by 1. Once your shield takes 4 hits, you'll no longer be able to use them for the rest of the level, although the shields will regenerate between levels. As you destroy the enemy bases, the display will count down until it hits 0. If you don't destroy the bases in a timely fashion, they will become satellites and launch into space. Once in space, these satellites will fly toward your bases, then pause before firing a rocket directly at your base. You need to shoot down these satellites before they destroy your bases. Once you destroy all the bases, the round will end and you will receive a 100-point bonus for each remaining laser base. You'll also get the message for what score you need to reach to receive the next bonus ship. After the planet disappears, you'll get another message from the Commander Champion stating, "Concentrate firepower on the planet missile bases to easily destroy your enemy." After the message, you will approach a brown and green planet and get the message, "Player 1, Level 2, bonus 2 times." During a 2-player game, players will change between rounds similarly to Missile Command. This level will also have 4 enemy bases on the planet, although this planet will rotate right to left as opposed to the previous round which was left to right. Once the round begins, a new enemy will appear, which is the UFO. This enemy will fly around above the planet towards your laser bases. If you don't destroy these UFOs in a timely fashion, they will hover above one of your bases and power up their weapon, which is a cone-shaped beam that will destroy everything in its path. You must destroy the UFO before it fires the weapon because your shields will be ineffective against this weapon. Defeating all the bases will once again award bonus points for each base you have remaining. You will advance to a light blue planet and this level will be worth bonus 3 times. This round will begin with 5 enemy bases as opposed to 4. For each round hereafter, the rotation of the planet will reverse. Defeating all the bases will once again award bonus points for each base, although now you will go into hyperspace. During the hyperspace battle, 6 enemy scout ships will attempt to crash into your laser bases. These scout ships will be faster and more accurate than those you faced earlier. After the hyperspace battle, you will come upon the 4th planet, which is dark brown, and as I mentioned earlier, will rotate to the left as opposed to the right. Beginning with this stage, the planets will begin spinning faster each level. This stage will have 6 enemy bases as opposed to 5, and the bonus multiplier will be 4 times. Beginning with this stage, destroying the missiles will cause them to break into 4 sparks. You can shoot these sparks for extra points. For Stage 5, the planet will be dark blue and will also have 6 enemy bases. This stage multiplier will be 5 times. Stage 6 will be a black planet with purple land. This stage will have 7 enemies and a 6 times multiplier. After completing Stage 6, you'll get another message from the command champion which will state, Tactical Report. Next planet launches deadly fireballs. Hit 4 times to destroy. After the report, you'll once again have a hyperspace battle with 8 scouts. After the hyperspace battle, you will come upon an orange and brown planet. This stage will have 8 enemy bases and will be 7 times scoring. Once the enemy missiles begin, fireballs will be launched from the planet. Like the message mentioned, it will take 4 hits to defeat them, although once you hit them once, they will slow down their attack. Your shields will have no effect on the fireballs. Stage 8 will take place above a blue and purple planet. This stage will also have 8 enemies. This stage and all further stages will have an 8 times bonus multiplier. Stage 9 will take place above a green and brown planet and will have 9 enemy bases. After Stage 9, you will once again have a hyperspace battle with 10 more scout ships. After the hyperspace battle, Stage 10 will take place above a light blue planet. This planet will have 10 enemy bases. Stage 11 will take place above an orange and brown planet, will also have 10 enemy bases. Stage 12 will take place above a dark green planet, will have 11 enemy bases. Other than that, these 3 battles will have no new enemies. After Stage 12, you will have another hyperspace battle, although there will be 12 scout ships. After the hyperspace battle, you will come upon a brown planet with 12 enemy bases. Stage 14 will take place above a gray planet, also with 12 bases. Stage 15 will take place above a green planet, will have 13 enemy bases. Just like before, there will be no new enemies for these 3 battles. After Stage 15, you will have another hyperspace battle, this time with 14 scout ships. Stage 16 will take place above a dark red planet with 14 enemy bases. Stage 17 will take place above a light blue planet, also with 14 enemy bases. Stage 18 takes place above a brown planet with 15 enemy bases. After Stage 18, you will have another hyperspace battle, this time with 18 scout ships. After Stage 18, the levels will repeat with 16 enemy bases each. You'll also have a hyperspace battle every 3 stages. Beginning with Stage 25, the planet will begin rotating, although after about 4 seconds, the rotation will stop and begin rotating in the opposite direction. This will happen about every 4 seconds until you complete the stage. This will continue until you lose your last ship. Scoring for the game is as follows. You will earn 10 points for each incoming missile, 25 points for each fireball, 50 points for each scout ship, 40 points for each satellite, and 300 points for each UFO. And as I mentioned earlier, you will also receive a 100 point bonus for each remaining laser base. All of these scores will be affected by the bonus multipliers. I enjoy playing this game, although being my first time playing it, I found it a bit challenging at first, but I do recommend playing it whether in an arcade setting or on an emulator. I like this game more than Black Widow, but not as much as Bosconian, so Liberator shoots its way into the 74th position overall. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any games you'd like me to review, please leave a message below or on my homepage. Please remember to hit like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned to new videos on the first and third Sunday of the month.